Democracy is at risk. Look, Donald Trump is a lawless, angry man. He thinks he should be.
Senate Democrat leader Chuck Schumer with some strong words for President Trump. The full interview coming this Sunday on Meet the Press. And joining me is NBC's Kristen Welker, moderator of Meet the Press. Kristen, it's always great to be with you. So Senator Schumer is the subject of a lot of criticism within his own party. The question for you is, does he recognize that? And how much of his attack on President Trump is an attempt to show his own party that he is still the right leader at this time?
Faith, it's great to be with you. I think you're absolutely right. That sound that you played there, a response to my question to Leader Schumer, does he think the U.S. is in a constitutional crisis because President Trump is currently having this big standoff with the courts over his efforts to deport those who he says are members of gangs who are here. He's deporting them to El Salvador. That's faced some court challenges. And Leader Schumer taking very strong aim at the president, saying, yes, this is a constitutional crisis. My take on that was not just that it was a response to my question, but also an attempt, as you say, to show members of his own party that he is ready for this moment and ready for this fight. It comes as there are growing calls for him to step aside in the wake of effectively siding with Republicans, clearing the way for the Republican funding bill to pass, allowing the government to stay open. I pressed him. Is he in any way considering stepping down? He is defiant. Faith, I can tell you that. He says he has no plans to leave. He believes he's the right leader for Democrats, for the Senate in this moment. I even asked him, Faith, if he was in some ways potentially repeating the same mistake that President Biden made when, as those in his party believe, he stayed too long. You have to tune in to get his response, Faith.
We look forward to that on Sunday, Kristen. Thank you so much. You'll also have Republican Senator from Utah, John Curtis, on Meet the Press on Sunday. And Kristen, you're set to speak with both of these senators about the recent controversy involving judges and whether they should be impeached. And we're at a real inflection point now with both parties and the Chief Justice even weighing in.
We are, and the Chief Justice extraordinarily weighed in and said that impeachment is not the right way to deal with a legal disagreement. So we will put the same question to Senator Curtis. What does he think? Is he comfortable with the language that we're hearing from President Trump and from some of his allies? And of course, again, it comes on the heels of Leader Schumer saying, yes, he believes that the country is in a constitutional crisis because of this very reason, these calls by the president and his allies to impeach this judge, which, by the way, is not realistic given the makeup of the Senate and Congress. So this is a real inflection point, I believe, and we'll get Senator Curtis's take coming up on Sunday, Faith.
Meet the Press airs Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, followed by the Georgia Vote. We'll see you then.